Then later on came the green card. Everything went fast. Like I said, we the military, we have different land that we call that we file for people. And you know you have to have a good income, you know, to even bring somebody to the States. So everything was okay. He got his paper like quick. So Richard got a green card and a work permit. He said, oh, this lady, she got an aunt in Rhode Island. So she want to be with the aunt. So when the husband comes, you know, if she already had a baby, then, you know, they will move there. So I said, okay. He said, but I would take them there, you know, and I will come back. So Richard went over there, stay for some time. The address is 144 something. Is all in this immigration document that I came to find out later on. So they moved there. Then he called me and said, oh, I think I will find a job over here. You know, I think they're paying better over here in Rhode Island. Pawtucket was the city. So he was there. Before I moved to West Virginia, when I filed for Richard and Richard came, Richard's son died. It was like a mysterious death. The school went on a trip. The labor left in the water of everybody. So, you know, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. He came back home. He had a first wife here in Liberia, who he divorced before he married me. While we're in Frederick was when Richard proposed marriage to me. We were sitting there on the deck. And he said, oh, instead of me going back and forth, why not we just get married? You know, that way I can just stay. So I said, no problem. When he came to bury his son, wherever, he came back with his divorce paper. Because no man should come to you and you don't ask him for divorce paper. So I saw the divorce paper with the red seal, dated, I think, June 2015. The date is in this paper. We got married. We got married on July 29, 2015. Richard's birthday is July 27. And we're trying to get married on his birthday, but because, you know, you have to apply and the people give you what available. So we got married in Delaware County, July 29, 2015. So we've been married for over 10 years. So we moved down to West Virginia. He fast forward, he went down to the Rhode Island. He was coming back and forth. So now he decided, you know, he would handle all the immigration papers. I'm busy with my job. I'm busy with the military. At the same time, I'm busy with the CDC campaign. At the time, you know, about the DMV chapter for the CDC. We're busy about, you know, moving the 10 Unity Party to put in a new government. So I'm busy. I'm back and forth. He handling all these papers. When I look, he started changing addresses. And one at a time, he said, oh, I want to go to Massachusetts. My cousin is coming. So I said, okay. So Richard went to Massachusetts. What happened there? What ain't happened there? Apparently, maybe he met somebody there. Richard changed the address of our house with immigration for all the documents to be going over there. I didn't know. So he had his work permit. He had his green card. The next thing, fast forward 2021, I started my campaign to run for representative in District 17, Monserrado County. So I used to go to Liberia, you know, come back and forth. So Richard has switched everything. He too, he said, oh, I ran before, I didn't win, you know, I'm trying to run. I said, okay. So he ran in 2017. He won his bid. Through me, he was able to be financially equipped. And he used to come and go. So if you look at one of the immigration papers, you even see Representative Kuhn, you know, where the people address letter to him. I have filed for the children, the first wife children. We did a DNA, none was for him. And so Richard was in Liberia. I used to come and go all the time. Then, to my surprise, he said, oh, the mother died. 5 people died in the house. So I said, well, how come? His mother, his brother, his sister, another neighbor, daughter or son. So I said, how come? So I was able to send money for all of them here too. At the time, everybody was sorry. At the time, we did not know Rachel killed these people. At the time, it didn't even occur to me that Rachel killed these people. Rachel used to go to Nigeria back and forth, back and forth. Rachel is a Nigerian. Rachel is not a Liberian. I will tell the world today, I will tell the Liberian people that Rachel Namwekun, your speaker, is not a Liberian, but rather a Nigerian. Here is his birth certificate. On the birth certificate, his mother name is Miss Lucky, but on here he put Kun to make it look like, you know, his dad married the mother. On our marriage certificate, which I looked at, he got his mother real name there already. That will just show you some of the fraudulent things that he been doing. When I say for Rachel's father, because of the close relationship with my own family, this is my own birth certificate. My mother, father names are on there, but they are in the United States. When I traveled to the United States, I took my mom and my dad. They are still alive. So the 5 people died mysteriously. During the 2023 election, when he and countrymen were going back and forth, and then the people started accusing him or considered good, I guess, were running to in our district 11. And then they started, you know, accusing him. They said, but you kill your mother just for power. So then I started to think. I said, it might be because how come all of a sudden his son died, he became representative, his mom died, you know, he running for office, all these things, he goes to Nigeria, you know, so much. Like he has sold his soul to the devil. Okay, and he's not a Liberian. When I sent for his dad told me, say, oh, when I met the mother, you know, the woman, like, you know, just in that time, she said she's pregnant. So I'm not sure is they born for me. You know, the woman is a Nigerian woman. She came from Nigeria. So that was the situation.
So, ma'am, sorry to interrupt you. What's your, how you pronounce your Paul? Is that Paul or Paul?
In Liberia, it's Paul. It's the Johnny Paul family. Okay. In America, you know, they say Paul. So you write the way you pronounce it.
And so you mind if I call you Mistress Kun, right?
Yes, I'm Mistress Kun, the original.
Okay, so let's get back into some of the question. I don't want to take the time to talk whether he's a Nigerian or he's not, right? You can say that. I don't want to, you know, say he killed his family, his mom, his father. We got nothing to prove. You, the West, you can say that. But I want us to get back to you and Richard Kun. You met Richard Kun, the speaker, Richard Kun, in Liberia. Are you related to him? There's this information that you and Richard Kun have sisters and brother, or 4 sisters and brother. Do you have any, with exception of the marriage, right? You have any relationship, you know, siblings relationship with Richard Kun?
I'm not related to Richard. Richard lies a lot, and all his lies will come out today. I'm not related to Richard. When things happen, maybe he's saying it to those girls, you know, to make them say, okay, he's free or something, but I'm not nowhere related to Richard Kun. I'll show you my birth certificate. I'll show you his birth certificate. My parents are in the U.S. His parents are dead.
Your parents knew Richard's parents?
Yeah, they knew my father knew his dad. They were friends. And I got to know his family.
You guys grew up in the same community?
Not really. Not really. But my dad was friends with his father. And that's how I know, you know.
I want to go back because Richard is very adamant. He said you are his sister.
I want to be sister to a Nigerian man. Nowhere in my family I got Nigerian. Nowhere.
Did your dad or your mother had a family relationship with Richard Kun's father or mother?
If my dad had family relationship with Richard,
your dad or your mother had a relationship.
My father was friends with his dad. They were friends.
Friends, or Kanyo, your finger is disturbing us. You want to put the phone down and do that, Kanyo, please? If you do that with your finger, you are live and it's distracting, please. So my issue is that what I'm saying to you, Kayo, you are distracting us with your finger. I don't know what, that put you in the back that you work on that problem. What I'm saying to you is that your father or your mother had any relationship, family relationship with Rachel father or mother?
No, they are not related.
Okay. So this thing about you being his half sister or his sister or his cousin,
nope.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Okay, so how you guys got into the relationship?
We met at the University of Liberia. He's very, very smart when it comes to accounting. We did a class together, and he kind of helped me, you know, with my work, with my school work.
Okay, and he helped you with your schoolwork. Let's just go into it, and you guys kick off when?
And then they walk in. Everybody went their way. Everybody went their way. Like I said,